Hello, Julie here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to create an embellishment for my journal that I'm working on, my Gladioli Journal, and it's a project I saw Crafty Ali make in the collaboration Out With A Bang. Okay, so this is the journal I'm working in. So I'm making it with that, and I'm using papers from the Gladioli kit to do this. Now, as I said, I saw this created on Crafty Ali's video, and I will put a link to that in the description box. Now I have backed, like that's a double piece of paper. I didn't double print it. I have backed one paper onto another, and I think the paper was originally 110 GSM, so it's quite firm. Now I'm doing mine a little bit different. I'm doing like measurements on mine. Crafty Ali just put hers, she just took her paper and folded it in three like that, but I'm going to try doing it with measurements. So there's 3 3/4 I'm scoring, and at 7 7/8 I'm scoring. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it to the bottom and score up from the bottom 1.5 inches. Okay, so now this is my second attempt at this. I did do one earlier and did it wrong, or did it differently, should I say, not wrong, differently. It's not exactly how Ali did hers. So I thought I would make another one, and I will show you the one that I did differently. So you can see I've got that folded over. I wanted a little bit of gap showing here, and I didn't want that bunning right up to the edge, so there we go. Now we're going to fold this corner down, so we're going to come from there and fold that along the crease line without getting it over the crease line, like that. Then now this score line across the bottom, we're going to fold that over like that, and then we're going to fold that up like that. So let's score that one down first, and then score this one up. Okay, and then this one folds over like that. So we've got a nice little trifold embellishment there. Now, Ali left hers like that there, but that's a bit too bulky for my liking, so I'm going to cut this piece off. So I'm going to cut I'm just going to go slightly above that fold. And right on that line, that fold line there. Okay, so that's going to now fold over like that. That's going to come up like that, so I haven't got as much bulk there, and that's going to come over there like that. Right, okay, so far so good. Now when I made my other one, I had already made my mistake there, because I folded this up, and then of course when you fold that over, then you, inside your pocket here, you've got an annoying piece in there. So anyway, so now so that goes like that, that goes like that, that goes like that, and that goes like that. Right, that's that piece. Now Ali put a piece of cardstock in there, and I was thinking about using this in there for my little flip out thing, but I don't think I will actually. I'm going to use this. So this is a piece of paper from the kit as well, and I'm going to use this for two things. There's two add-on pieces to this folio. So firstly, I'm going to cut this to 6 inches. Now this piece that I've got left here is what I'm going to use on here, and I'm going to make that about, let's say that big. Okay, so that is going to attach on there, and it's got the coffee dyed paper on the back, and that will flip out. So that will be that piece. Now this piece, I did cut that 6 inches, didn't I? Yes. So now this piece I want to be I'm probably going to make that about that big, say about there. So let's cut that up there. Make sure we've got it nice and square. And I'm going to score that at 3 inches down the middle on the 6-inch edge, like that. And that is going to fold over like so. Okay, so this goes over that like so. It's not stuck down properly there, but I'm going to stitch around this, so I'm not worried about it not being stuck completely to the edge. That's going to go on there like that. So we've got a little flip out there. We've got our front of our folio. We've got a pocket here. This is on there and that flips out. We've got a pocket here and we've got a pocket here. Right, so now my next job is to stitch around all of this. So I'm going to stitch across here. I'm going to stitch down there and down there, and I'm going to stitch all around there. And then I'm also going to stitch all around here and all around here, and then I'm going to stitch this onto here, which should be, I'll stitch through there. Okay, so if you're not stitching, well then you'd need to use glue where I'm using stitching. So you need to glue here and here and here if you want to, and then you'd need to glue this onto here as well, like so. Alright, so I'm going to go and stitch around this, and I'll ink around it as well. You don't need to watch me do that, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've stitched all around that and I've inked around everything, and so now I've stitched that on along the fold line. So we've got that writing space, we've got the front of our folio, we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, and we've got a pocket here, and then we've got the back of our folio and more writing paper there. Now this little piece here gets, oh, I haven't inked around that. I will ink around it before I attach it because it's much easier. I didn't ink around all of that before I stitched it all together, so I had to try and ink around it while it's stitched up. So if you're an inker, make sure you ink before you stitch or glue. If you don't sew, you can still make this. You just use glue instead, as I said. So anybody can do this. I have to say thank you once again to Ali for this great idea. I love it. Okay, so that's going to go on there like that, and I'm going to attach that using some washi tape. I'm just going to cut my tape approximately the right size, and I'm going to attach some glue on here. So I'm just checking once again that I've got it up the right way. So I'm going to put some glue on here. Just to make sure I've got a nice firm grip. I'm going to make sure I've got my edge about right. I'm going to put half on and half off this little piece here. I'm going to burnish that down so that I know that all of that glue is doing its job. Just wipe that up. Now I want to make sure that I've got this washi tape cut straight. You can cut it after it's attached, but it's a bit trickier. Now I'm going to put some glue on this washi tape here. And I'm going to attach that on there. So put them up together and burnish that down. Make sure I've got it lined up on the front there. Okay, and let's burnish that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the glue on the washi. If you're not happy with it, you can put another row of washi on the outside here if you want to, if you think that it may not be secure enough. And I might just cut those threads off. Okay, so there we have our little embellishment. I think it's cute, but I haven't finished yet, have I? Now, another one of the videos I saw in the collaboration was concerning splatters, and I'm going to put some splatters on this. Now, I want to put some gold splatters on there. So I'm going to use my Inca Gold, which has dried up, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this that I'm going to just dig out of here because, as I said, it is dried up. And I've got some water. I'm going to spray that and just try and melt that gold So I'm just crushing that down into the water, and then I'm going to add some more water. So I'm looking for a fairly runny water, gold. Now you can do this in a number of ways. Teri from Witchcraft Do You Do, she used a pipette to make some really big splashes that all sort of splattered out on the edges, which was fantastic, but I'm not really looking for really big splatters on this one. So I'm going to use my brush. Now before I do that, I'm going to get my old pizza box and put here so that I don't get splatters everywhere. Here we go. So let's open this out. You can see it's well used, and put our little folio in there. Now I've got my fan brush here, and my gold here. So now I'm going to you can see these are pretty fine splatters. Okay, so now I'm going to turn that over, trying not to smudge anything, and put some on the inside as well. Hopefully, got gold going everywhere. All over my hands, all over my clothes. Hopefully it'll wash out. Alright, so I'm just going to stand that up like that. And put this out of the way. And give that a chance to dry. So, here we go. Just let it sit there like that for a few minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, so they're dry now. I hope you can see them. They're good. I like them. Okay, so now I'm going to put a closure on here. So I'm going to use an eyelet. Let's find one. One of those colour. So punch a hole about centre. Put the eyelet in. Close it over. Going on here? Oh, no. Didn't have it on properly. Now it's broken. Not much I can do about that now. Now I'm going to put some sari silk through that. Put some here, some natural colour. Okay, so let's cut that off about there. I'm going to trim this down to about half the width. And I'm going to thread that through. Here's my tweezers. Now I can thread that back through there. Okay, so now we can take those threads off. Take this and wrap it around a couple of times and then tie a bow. And there we have our cute little embellishment. So of course you can embellish this. I'm not going to do that in this video tonight. So we could put something on here. We could put something on here. Here. Something in our pockets. I'll make a tall tag, so I'll put a taller tag in there. And just some little things in those pockets. And we've got our journaling space at the back as well. And if you wanted to, you could add another pocket on there, but I'm not going to. I think that you could write on that. I think that's good journaling space. So that's it. That's the cute little folio, or I'm not quite sure what Ali called it, but I think it's great. This is the one I made before that I messed up. I'll show that to you. So I've got some braid on this one. This one's a lot heavier because I used a double thickness of 220 GSM cardstock on this, so it's a lot heavier. You can see I've also done the gold splatters on that. So that opens out like that. That's the same as that one. This opens out and that opens out, so they're all the same, but it's over here that it's different. So that, instead of folding that pocket up after I folded this over, I folded it up before. So now I've ended up with an extra pocket there, and I haven't got the big pocket, and then that comes over to that on the back. So yeah, they're both good, they're both excellent, and I'll use both of them. I'll put both of them in my journal. And yeah, so there you go. So there we go. That's my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you can check out the Out With A Bang collab. I'll put all the information in the description box. And if you use the hashtag JJII Out With A Bang, you'll see all of the projects in this collaboration, and I also included a playlist in the description box, and if you click on that you'll see all of the videos as well. So there we go. Thank you for joining me, and that's it for me for today. I hope you can join me next time. Okay, bye.